it has gotten a very positive response to everything, and it keeps me very humbled and very grounded towards all of this, and keeps me loving what I do. So I think Madeline and Patrick really just added so much to it. They were absolutely perfect. As she said, you know, it was very natural. You can tell that it's natural. You can tell when things are genuine through songs and through videos. And they just added so much to it. So I'm glad people are liking it as much as I do.
He's one of the good ones, and he's on mine.
Hi, it's Leslie Fram, and I'm so excited because we're celebrating the 1-year anniversary of an amazing video called The Good Ones from Miss Gabby Barrett. Gabby, I want to introduce your co-stars, but first and foremost, congratulations on all of these nominations you're getting.
Thank you. I announced the nominations for this year's CMA folks and got surprised in the middle of it, saying that I am nominated for New Artist and Single of the Year. So 2 nominations for the CMAs. And it's just crazy. It's just, this year has been so uncertain in so many different ways. And so to reign in kind of the end of the year, with these nominations is just insane. So I'm excited.
Literally, I was sitting reading all of your accomplishments, and we could spend like an hour on those, but I just want to at least say congrats on the new single as well.
Thank you. Yes, I know there's so many wonderful things happening. Yes, we're excited about this being the second push to country radio. So thank you. We're excited about it.
Well, I want to meet your co-stars or stars of your video, The Good
Yes.
Ones, starting with Madeline Delp. Madeline, hi.
Hi, so nice to be here. See everybody again. I haven't seen Gabby and Patrick since we filmed the video last year.
Madeline, I would love for you to talk about your organization because you're inspiring people all over the world every single day. Tell us a little bit about it so that all of the viewers can know what you're doing.
Of course. So just to give everybody a little background, I am a real wheelchair user. That is very real and authentic. I was in a car accident when I was 10 years old and I have a spinal cord injury. And I grew up with a single mom. We didn't have much money. We didn't have many resources or opportunities. And so I felt very trapped and very discouraged for a long time because I felt like my injury controlled me. And it took a lot of work on myself and a lot of effort to realize that it was all based on my mindset and what I believed was possible that was going to affect the outcomes in my life. And so I tried to use that as a positive force, not just for me, but for other people, and founded a nonprofit called Live Boundless. And over the past several years, we've delivered hundreds of wheelchairs around the world to people who don't have access to medical equipment to give them an opportunity at a new life. Like, you know, I hope to have at that same stage. So, you know, my encouragement is just when you go through something really difficult, try to use that to be a better force in the world and leave it a better place than when you left it.
Well, I would love to encourage everyone to look for Live Boundless online and find out everything, all the wonderful things you're doing. So thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Patrick.
Hey there, everybody. It's awesome to see, like Madeline says, the first time seeing everybody in such a while. So it's freaking awesome.
So Patrick Worstell, outside of being the star of this video, you have an amazing background, former football player, actor. You were in Dallas. You've done a little bit of everything. Tell us what you're doing now.
I am actually working at Warner Music Nashville, working with all those people over there, and a part of Gabby's team, and it is such an honor, and everything she's accomplished is through the roof, like we just mentioned. There's so much, like you said, Leslie. And so Gabby, thank you for this opportunity a year ago of, you know, letting me be part of this journey. And Madeline, I'm the most inspiring woman I've ever met in my entire life. So everything is such a home run, and even just following through with this, it's such a cool experience.
Well, the storyline of this video is incredible. It's one of those videos that makes you smile and cry at the same time, which is a wonderful thing when you connect with people. Gabby, I would love to talk about your husband, Cade, has a cameo in the video. Was this song written about him? How did the concept for the video come about?
Yes, it was written and inspired by him, of course. He is my good one. This song is very special in its own way. I mean, you could take it so many different ways, which was really fun when it did come to figuring out what we wanted to do for the music video. But I wrote it last year with a group of friends. The idea kind of sparked from when I was on American Idol in 2018. My family members would always be like, "Oh, how's your boyfriend doing?" And when I was dating Kate at the time, and they'd be like, "How's he doing?" And I'd be like, "Oh, he's a good one. Like, he's a keeper, you know." And I had heard other people say that before. I've heard other girls say, like, "Oh, he's a good one." Like, I've just heard it so many times. And I was like, that's it. We need to write a song about the good ones out there, because with my first song, I hope it's a little bit of the opposite, you know, it's not a happy song, but I wanted to remind people that there are still good ones out there and that I have found mine. And so it was really fun to write. It was a fun song. And so I'm glad that people have gravitated towards it and really like it.
How did Madeline become part of this great video?
Madeline, yes, when it came to the video, somebody on my team had actually sent me her kind of profile and all the things about her and her picture and all that stuff. And I was instantly just like, oh yeah, she's perfect. Perfect. As you can tell, she's a very bubbly and sweet person. And I think anybody can recognize that from talking to her for 5 seconds. And it's very, very much true. She is very much like that. And she just fit the part absolutely perfect. So I'm very thankful that she was able to be a part of it. And thank you, Madeline, for being a part of it. It made a huge difference in the video. So you're the star of the show.
Oh my goodness, it was such an honor to be on it with you, and we had such a good time. I got to tell a really amazing story too. So that was
Absolutely.
So Madeline, you were Miss USA, Miss Wheelchair USA in 2017. When you found out about the concept for this video and the big reveal moment, how did that make you feel? What were your thoughts about this video?
So the crazy thing was, I had the producer of the video reach out to me, and he said, "We'd love for you to be a part of this. Can you come to Nashville?" And I live in Asheville, North Carolina, but was in Nashville the day that he wrote me that, and was like, well, I can meet right now. I'm already here. So we met at a Mexican restaurant, and he showed me the treatment for it and what he wanted to do. And I sat there crying over chips and salsa, just so emotionally touched by this idea, because it was something that was told a really powerful story that I don't think most people know about, specifically with people with disabilities, how it can be very difficult to find that good one and to find somebody who loves you for who you are. And so when he told me that, I realized, like, this is going to be such a huge hit and touch a lot of people, because I mean, I have a very obvious disability, but so many people have disabilities that you don't see, things that you feel nervous about or embarrassed about, that we want somebody to love us through. And this video is just epitomizes finding the person who not only loves you for who you are, but wants to do everything they possibly can to help support you and make you happy and put a smile on your face through the pain and through the hardship. And, you know, it's a beautiful message I think everybody can relate to.
So again, this is sort of a reunion of sorts for the anniversary of the good ones. So Patrick, Madeline, Gabby, tell us how it was on the set. You guys must have had a blast doing this.
I got to meet Madeline. I did not get to meet Patrick. We actually filmed on 2 separate days, I believe. The crazy artist schedule, unfortunately, I could not film with them and get to be a part of it with them as much as I wanted to. But I did get to meet Madeline, and she's just the same bubbly, sweet person that you see on the camera. And I got to talk to her for a few minutes, which was really nice, because I wanted to make sure that I got to say hello and all of those things. And so it went really good. I think you guys look like you had fun from what I've seen from like behind the scenes type of stuff, so you can talk on that.
Met Patrick, I think 5 or 10 minutes before we were on the couch together cuddling. And so we were like, all right, how do we break the ice here? So we were just telling funny stories, and we just laughed through the whole day. What you saw on the video was very natural, because we just had great chemistry and really enjoyed working together.
To see her just being, like Gabby said, just as bubbly and happy and joyful as she is throughout the entire time. I mean, it was an emotional, there's some emotional times, and she was so strong and so inspiring with it, that she really is the good one in this whole thing. So it was a great, to answer your question, Leslie, the vibe of the whole day was fantastic.
You guys were so great on camera, as I said earlier. So, Patrick, there's this amazing scene at the end, a grand gesture, so to speak, at the end of the video. I'd like you to talk about that.
Yeah, that was a grand gesture at the end, and that was real. That was 100% real. I remember they had the Good One song playing, and Madeline turned the corner, and that was the first time that we were able to dance, and that wasn't done, 5 times. I mean, that was a sincere moment, and that's what wraps it all up, and that's what I'm always going to remember. That was I think the emotion, that we can talk for hours about the emotion and how special that was for Madeline and myself to see, but I think everybody on set and me personally to see the smile that Madeline gave off when we were dancing together, it's something that I'm always going to cherish.
Gabby, you did something really cool for your fans before the video was released. You showed it to your fans and said, to hang on to the good ones. Tell us about that whole process and the reaction from your fans.
Thankfully, the reaction to the song and the video was very good. I'm glad people are liking it as much as they are. I think numbers can kind of speak for themselves with these types of things, as well as people would message me and say, oh, thank you so much for doing like a video about this type of message, because it's so inspiring. It's something that we need, because one of the whole reasons why I came up with this kind of idea with the directors about what we wanted to do was because I know that society unfortunately puts a stamp on people that do have disabilities and make them feel like they're not normal and they're weird or whatever it is. And I have a nephew who has cerebral palsy. I have a cousin who has autism. And so, with this idea, it really just touched me in different ways. And I really wanted to just inspire people and encourage anybody that supported me or watched me that does have disabilities, that they still can find love out there. So thankfully, it has gotten a very positive response to everything, and it keeps me very humbled and very grounded towards all of this, and keeps me loving what I do. So I think Madeline and Patrick really just added so much to it. They were absolutely perfect. As she said, it was very natural. You can tell that it's natural. You can tell when things are genuine through songs and through videos. And they just added so much to it. So I'm glad people are liking it as much as I do.
I'm so glad you said that, Gabby, because fans can really tell authenticity, which I believe you can see in this video, and positivity, which we all need right now. So thank you guys so much. Congratulations again on this inspiring video. And Gabby, congratulations on all your success. We love you so much. Thank you guys.
He's one.